culture and the people of the United States. اوكي هسه هنا احنا ايش طلعنا من الكلاس، شنو هي the main point اللي انت المفروض هسه كاتبهن. مثل ما أنا طلبت منك. First thing, he asked the student to read a passage. Okay, so here he is focusing on reading. Okay, after the student read the passage, the passage could be about geography, history, cultural attitude, fine arts, mean literature, or anything related for music or the art. Okay, so here the type of text is not restricted only literature. بالgrammar translation method التكست اللي يقرأ الأستاذ هو بس literature. هنا no, we have a variety of texts. It could be geography, history, culture, music, philosophy, anything related for the culture of the country that you try to learn. After you finish from reading the passage, the teacher asks the student if they have any question, and they ask him a couple of a question. Then he asks them, a couple of a question, and they answer him in a chorus group. Here the point is that the main point is that the teacher tries to push the student to master the language, to practice the language, because the main aim of this direct method is to force the student to communicate in the foreign language. Then we also notice one of the questions that the teacher, one of the students had make mistake in pronouncing the word Appalachian Mountain, so he correct for her, and they practice the word several times in order to teach them how to pronounce the word. So the pronunciation should be work on right from the beginning of language learning. Also grammar, when one of the students say in the west coast and the teacher correct for him on the west coast. Here on this point he's going to teach them the use of on, in, at, okay, and he give them examples, and from the examples they should give him the general rule about grammar. So الجرامر method درسناها بطريقة الماثماتيكال واي مثل ما شفناها. الجرامر translation method لا، هو يعطيهم مجموعة أمثلة، ومن الأمثلة هذه هم يحاولون يعطوا general rule for each grammar, for each grammatical rule. يعني هو يعطيهم الأمثلة وهم يطلعوا له grammatical rule related for them from generalization. Writing, لاحظ أنه teacher has asked them to write two passages, for example, one about the geography of the United States, and another one is about the time is money, which is related for American culture. Okay, so writing is also an important skill to be developed from the beginning. Here, okay, the teacher rule and the student rule in this direct method. First, the student rule is less passive than the grammar translation method. The teacher and the students are more like partners in the teaching learning process. Okay, معنى هذا بالgrammar translation method شفنا إنه teacher هو الauthor. He has the authority, in the class. He has the power. He will judge whether one of the students is correct or wrong. Whether one of the student has one or more chance in the class while other maybe don't have any chance. So he has the power. بالgrammar translation method هذه. بالdirect method لا, the teacher and the student are partners. يعني the teacher asks the student أولا, بعدين the student asks the teacher, and they have this is a flow of communication. فالكلاس هنا the teacher and the student are partner in the teaching or learning process. يعني متشاركين بعملية التعليم، مو بس الأستاذ يحكي ولا بس الطالب يحكي. No, both of them. Okay, the most important rule in the grammar translation, in the direct method, is that the student native language should not be used in the class. هسه لاحظت الكلاس from the beginning to the end, when he put the map, when they read, when they ask him, when he clarified for them, then when the teacher asks the student, when he teach them the pronunciation, when he teach them the grammar of on, in, at. Okay, when he asks them to have a homework as writing a passage about America or geography or about time is money, he never ever use the mother tongue of the student. Okay, and the student never try to use their language. So the student native language should not be used in the classroom. Okay, the language that is taught in the class is everyday language that can be used in bank, hospital, shopping, extra. So the teacher try to teach them everyday language. Okay, the language that could be used in the daily life. So when you travel for, I mean, America or for the UK, so you can use this language easily if you go for bank, hospital, shopping, college, in the street. Okay, he did not teach them the, I mean, just the formal language. No, he used the everyday language. So another question is that how they going to, I mean, practice the new vocabulary. Vocabulary لاحظنا بالgrammar translation method إنه الأستاذ he put the word on the board, or I mean the foreign word with their meaning in the mother tongue. Okay, but in the direct method, no. Student practice vocabulary by using a new word in complete sentence. He give them the word in a sentence and they will understand the meaning of the word from the text, okay, from the context of the sentence, and by this they will learn the word. Also, vocabulary is emphasized over the grammar. He should learn more vocabulary because it is used in everyday life more than the grammar. We can speak without grammar, but but it is impossible to speak without a vocabulary. So vocabulary is emphasized over the grammar. After all, احنا لاحظنا that direct method work on all the four skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. But the speaking is the basic, is the most important skill. Thus, the reading and writing exercise are basic upon what the student practice orally first. بالطريقة لاحظنا إنه هم قرأوا passage at the beginning, then we will while we read the passage, the other student is listening for the reading, and then he asks them, do you have a question, and they answer him, and then they have the opposite process. So we have, this is a communication or speaking. Then at the end he asked them to write a passage about the United States, or time is money. Okay, so all the four skills can be found in this is, direct method, but the much more emphasis is paid for the speaking. Okay, also the reading and writing exercise, when they read or they write something, it is basic on what have they already communicate or speak about. So when he told them write about America, the United States geography, he has already discussed this topic with them, by speaking. And finally, pronunciation also receive attention right from the beginning of the course. Since he teaches them speaking, they should speak in a correct language or correct English. So he will also focus on pronunciation, when they focus on pronunciation in indirect way. So he will wait until one of the students make mistake, and then he teach them the rule related for this mistake, and this is incorrect to be pronounced in this way, and it should be pronounced in the second way, as the example we already have mentioned. And finally, thank you very much for listening. I hope if you have any question related for the direct method, you can ask me. Also, your homework is that I want you to give me the advantage and the disadvantage of the direct method. Try to think what is the thing that you think it is, incorrect to be followed, and what is the good point related for this direct method. And also write to me, try to compare the direct method with the grammar translation method. And thank you very much. I hope you are going to enjoy your day.